Welcome everyone to our episode 21 of our podcast Cultivating a New Generation. In today's episode section of Drops of Wisdom, we are going to speak about the book Loving Kindness. And we are going to reflect about that. The author of this book is Sharon Salzberg, and we are going to discuss how this technique of loving kindness is unconditional infinite peace that we are going to generate. This is a new type of meditation, well, new in terms of the Occidental world. Of course, that this has been practiced a lot by many of the um, Asian and many of the Buddhism techniques, but we are going to incorporate this to our practice in terms of generating more love to ourselves. The broadest concept of love resides in the fact that we are eternal, we are infinite, energetic beings that are bound together through relationships, friendships, experiences, and synchronistic events that show us how every single person and event in our lives has a purpose to expand us. It's up to you if you want to be expanded or if you are contracted. And they are going to guide us to evolve and find peace in our lives. In the Taoist, for example, in the Taoist yin yang symbol, it's a circle that is half dark and half light. There are two dots that are in opposite sides also. In the heart of darkness, light can be found, and surrounded by light, darkness is acknowledged. What is the meaning of this? It's more accepting the duality that we have a dark side and we have a light side. Accepting negative emotions and positive emotions, embracing both sides of the coin, of life and of nature that is presenting us with this kind of contrast that we have every single time. Less abstractly, the symbol means that even if things aren't going well of us in life, we shouldn't be impervious to happiness. And if things are going well for us and we are happy, we can ignore the possibility of suffering in the future. So it is more like also the Stoics having the purpose of accepting the pain, the suffering of our lives, and also integrating those experiences to grow, to be more resilient, and to expand our experience in this life. This integration is the capacity to accept both states deeply at the same time, and that results in abiding happiness. Media and the cultural assumption society suggest that experiencing pain or sadness is shameful or blameworthy. It is selling you or programming you to believe that you should reject pain and you should not be suffering, which is something that is just giving you the message of repressing those things. And if you repress them, you are just going to make more damage within yourself because those emotions are going to be inside of you, and you are just creating a building up of the chemicals that are going to be released when you are feeling those emotions. When we define pain as unacceptable, life becomes even more constricting. We are closing ourselves. But if we become willing to relate to life fully, including the suffering, including the pain, we can move our hearts out of isolation and into true connection. When we really accept those different sides of the coin, and dark and the light side of ourselves, we open our experience. We are in an open heart experience. In Buddhism, the Buddha had his own list of the particular advantages of a loving kindness practice. These included pleasant dreams, being loved by people, celestial beings and animals alike, immunity from external dangers, a serene mind, and a radiant face. Why immunity from external dangers? Because you can't control what happens outside. You can just control what happens inside and in your life. Not whatever it is the noise, not whatever they are trying to sell you, and not whatever the program or the agenda is. That is just up to other people. That is none of our business. In Western culture, love is usually associated with either passion or sentimentality, both of which are entangled with feelings of wanting or possessing. That's where the attachment to people, experiences, and even creating addictions comes from, because we are being sold the idea that love is possessing, love is constriction, love is having things or people, and that is not love. Love is the opposite. Love is freedom. Love is experiencing both sides. Love sometimes is also pain. Love is sometimes also suffering. And accepting those sides is going to open up for you to experience a lot more in your life. What is the main quote of this book? The Buddhist concept of metta, and I'm not talking about the social platform, I'm talking about the real concept of metta, encompasses love, kindness, and friendship. All of those things are encompassed in this concept. It is boundless, it is unconditional, and it is the first foundational state of the heavenly abodes. Of all the houses, the people, the sentient beings that are in this planet. If you are anything like most people, you may look to others to find out whether you are lovable or capable of feeling love. That's how many times we've been programmed to measure the capacity of our love. In doing so, you are in essence seeking a reflection of your innate radiance. So if you don't have love inside of yourself, if you don't love yourself, it is almost impossible that you create an experience of love with other people or experiences in your life that are loving. The power of intimacy between you and others is easier to understand than the importance of being close with your own inner experience. So we have to learn to be with ourselves. We have to learn how to be with our thoughts. How much time do you stand without doing nothing and just being with your thoughts? How much time have you tried to be in silence and not to reject your own thoughts? Just let them go, figure it out which ones are the most common, and accepting the emotions that come with it. That's one of the most profound experiences because it is accepting yourself in raw as you are. But this inner awareness is essential to being able to offer genuine love to others. So when we practice this metta, we begin by directing loving kindness towards ourselves first, and then we can spread the vibration of love. Classically, there are 4 phrases that are repeated throughout this metta practice. May I be free from danger. May I have mental happiness. May I have physical happiness. May I have ease of well-being. Repeat those phrases throughout your day. Beginning in the morning, it's just 4 phrases, and see what happens. See the magic of being open. May I be free from danger. May I have mental happiness. May I have physical happiness. May I have ease of well-being. Repeat them over and over, and when you are feeling some stress or some struggle in your life, try to repeat these phrases. Say this to yourself, and you will see the magical experience. Then begin to direct the practice to other people and see how the world is going to respond to you. Loving kindness in science has been demonstrated as a meditation powerful enough to foster acceptance both of oneself and of others, as well as to increase concentration. And this type of meditation is practiced to directed well wishing, as we could perceive in the phrases. The typical repetition of the phrases is going to create more awareness and is going to awaken the prefrontal cortex and is going to awaken the cingulate cortex. Both of them are essential to have attention in your life, to increase concentration power, and to give you the knowledge of your own feelings and accepting them through life. And that's how we can begin to open into a realm of being lovable by loving ourselves first. I hope that I give you the this kind of practices, this kind of tips so that you can incorporate them to your life. And if you like and it resonates with you, please help me to share with other people, and of course to ask questions if you have any kind of question. Thank you, and be on the loop because I'm going to release a masterclass for the first week of June, which is going to be based on the pillars of health, and it's going to be very accessible for everyone, and you can have also the recording for your life, an audio and a PDF, so that you can practice more deeper exercises. Thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon, and we will listen to each other next Wednesday. Bye.